And I don't spend much time on planet Earth, or at least my mind doesn't, so I won't bore you with my weight there.
Hello, good morning, good evening, good night, whichever it is, wherever you are. My name's Sam. I'm also known as author Samuel J. White, or Sam J. White on Facebook, and a lot of you will know that I've been doing these interviews with indie authors to help them try and promote their work. And I sent out a lot of emails and I got a few interviews back. This is one I wasn't expecting because I never emailed this person. She just came out of the blue, and I'm so glad she did because I've now made connections with her on Facebook and I'm really interested in her work. Her name is Jenny Arnold.
Hello out there. My name is Jenny Arnold. My full name is Jennifer, but no one calls me that. I'm from O'Fallon, Missouri, and O'Fallon is basically a sea of suburbs. There's not much to tell about it. I'm 33 years old, or I will be in December. And I don't spend much time on planet Earth, or at least my mind doesn't, so I won't bore you with my weight there. But on Jupiter, I weigh 234 pounds, and on Mars, I only weigh 38. Right now, I'm in my car. I actually do a lot of writing in here, not while I'm driving, but there's an app on my phone that converts voice into text, so I get ideas and take notes and kind of start scenes just anywhere I am. I like to multitask.
Okay, obviously Jenny's not doing this, but quick safety warning, do not write and drive. The people you kill won't appreciate it.
I get good ideas while watching TV or while reading other books. Reading books has always been a passion of mine. Eventually, I read all the books in the school library and had nothing to read, so that's kind of why I started writing stories. I needed something to read that the library didn't have. I've been writing for a long time. The stories I've been writing were imagined in my playroom as a child. I first got published in 2004, and that was in short stories for magazines. I paid for textbooks in college by writing freelance, and got spending money after college by freelance writing, so I've been writing for a while. I mostly write epic fantasies and sci-fi, because that's what I like to read most too. I'm a huge Wheel of Time fan, so Robert Jordan is one of my favorite authors. I also like Patricia McKillop for the Riddlemaster series and Brian Davis for Dragons in Our Mist. But I don't just read fantasy, I'll read anything. I like David Baldaci's The Camel Club and Jeffrey Deaver's thrillers. I like Lee Child. I read mysteries too. I like Margaret Cole and Janet Ivanovich. I love Stephanie Plum. She always makes me laugh. I could go on about authors I like for a long time because I just like to read. So the genre isn't so much of an issue.
So what Jenny meant to say here is that Samuel J. White is her favourite author, and that these two books here, which I've been advertising the whole way through the video, pretty much are her favourite books, and also the other authors that I've been advertising at the side here. I'm only joking, Jenny, of course.
I'm still a new author, so I'm not exactly known for books right now. I've had magazine articles published in Mind in Flight, Brio Girl, and New Horizon. Some of my more popular stories there have been The Last Church of Moscow and New Horizon, and The Monster Within and Mind in Flight. My favorite book I've written, there aren't many options for that question. Most of my stories are still in my head. but I do have a new novel coming out later this year. It's about an island called Alta. Until now, there's been only safety and peace on the island of Alta. Fruit, goats, fresh water, everything has been provided on the island. It's completely self-sufficient. Oceans, shoals, and mountains protect the islands from outsiders. Magic left the island long ago, but no one really seems to miss it. People live on the island without a care or worry until the ships arrive. Ships from Argos come in the night and bring terror with them to the island. Weapons unlike anything the island has seen bring thunder and light the sky with fire. The battle is short, but brutal. The islanders don't just have weapons and technology. They have magic on their side, too. The invaders aren't the only ones with power, though. 3 islanders learn that they have magic the same night the ships arrive. These 3 friends must work together to learn to use their powers to save the people they love and keep hidden from the invaders, for everyone saw the signs and everyone knows magic is loose. You can see that book later this year.
So seeing as this book was not out at the time I was sent the video, I don't currently have a link to it, but hopefully we can arrange that. It might be down there in the comments or in the title at some point, hopefully.
I drink a lot of tea while I'm writing. I drink a lot of tea just generally. Chai tea is my favorite. If I need a snack while I'm writing, I usually eat pistachios. I don't really get recognized on the street. I don't get recognized at all. It's more like mistaken for different famous people. One time when I was in Arizona taking a vacation at the Grand Canyon, a couple followed me around, and when I broke away from the group I was traveling with, the couple came up to me and asked for my autograph. They thought I was Natalie Portman.
So, crazy story to break in here, just similar to the one that Jenny's just told us. I was once mistaken for Chris Martin, back before I had a beard and long hair. And I said to the person, I don't look anything like footballer Chris Martin. And they gave me a blank stare, and they didn't know Chris Martin was a footballer because, of course, they were talking about Coldplay's Chris Martin, who I also look nothing like.
They were so excited to see a celebrity, I had a hard time explaining that I wasn't a celebrity. I just made an X in their autograph books. Finding a place in the world of indie authors hasn't really been a struggle for me. Indie authors are some of the most welcoming people I've ever met. They answer questions anytime I ask, even when it's 3 a.m. or on a holiday. And they'll video chat or answer emails anytime. It's a very welcoming and generous group of people.
This has been my experience too. This is why I'm trying to help other people with these interviews. It's that other indie authors know what the struggle is, and they know how hard it is to be seen and to get things done and to find editors and people who are going to help you. So there's a lot of help out there for people helping each other, and that's what's so brilliant about this community.
For works in progress, I'm still editing the story I talked about earlier. Right now I'm kind of focusing not only on the island, but on the 3 friends that have to learn magic, and that's Mira, Matt, and Lewis. They grew up on the island together, and they're not about to let their friends and family get taken by invaders. So they steal away onto a ship to save people and end up revealing themselves, and that's when real trouble ensues. Bears come to defend them, and lightning lights up the sky. Fire launchers appear. The islanders cheer thinking they've won, but then Matt sees a vision and shouts a warning, but it's too late. The invaders have them in their grasp. So please check out that book when it's ready. I'm also working on a historical novel about Druids and Romans, but that's still in the researching stages. That's far from being done. Next, I planned on reading Anything by Samuel J. White.
So, of course, Jenny didn't even know who I was when she was sending me this video, so no way she was going to read my book, so I told her to say that in the text. However, they are being advertised all over this page, and down here in the description. I'll kill you if you don't read.
That's just being silly. My newest obsession as far as indie authors go is What Remains of Heroes by David Binham, and I'm sorry if I pronounced that name wrong. I know that people say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a village to write a book. There are a lot of people I'm sure I'll forget that I should be thanking, but I definitely want to thank my editor Tyler and my sister Jessica. I know I get grumpy while I'm editing, so it hasn't been easy to put up with me. So thank you to both of you and to everyone involved. Yes, I would like to ask viewers, would you rather have Superman's hands for feet or the Flash's feet for hands? I think I'd rather have Superman's hands for feet, because I think it'll be easier to walk and you could climb really good with his super strength. That's just my opinion, though. Feel free to leave me a line on my website, kingdombooks.com. Everything is plural. And you can also see me on Facebook at Jenny Ann Wright, and that's also my Twitter handle. You can see the links below. Sorry, you can't see my hand. The links below. Thank you for listening, and remember to check out the links below.
So thank you to the legend that was Jenny Arnold, who you've just seen. I hope you've enjoyed this interview. There are going to be many more. I've just had a whole load of people email me about more interviews. Hopefully there'll be some coming out in the future, very near future. Sorry this one's taken so long to get out. Remember me, my name is Samuel J. White. Please look at some of my other videos for other indie authors. They're very interesting. They're not getting enough views, really. There's so much interest out there in this subject, and YouTube makes it really hard for these videos to be seen. But thank you again if you've made it this far. Most people turn off after 30 seconds. So, if you are still here, goodbye, good luck, and have fun reading Jenny's work. And if you really want to, you can read my work too, which is down there also. Thanks again, and goodbye.